Is your dog bored? Poor puppy doesn't have enough to do, stays at home all day while you're at work. Well, ClickMillionaires.com member Lisa Gerard has a solution for you. It's her new website, BoredDogs.com. It's full of clever and fun exercise, entertainment, recreation, walking, and playing activities for you and your dog. So Lisa's got a great idea here and a great header banner. Look at that. Bored dogs, aren't they cute? So Lisa's off to a great start. She's a member of ClickMillionaires.com, my private online marketing and lifestyle business coaching service. So I'm doing this expert website review for her today to talk about how she can improve this website to turn it into a lifestyle business of her own. This is her first draft, and she's done a great job, but we're going to talk about the usability, maybe the search engine optimization, and really the product strategy that can help turn this from a hobby into a business. If you'd like a review like this for yourself and your website, well, visit expertwebsitereviews.com and sign up for one. Or, of course, come and join clickmillionaires.com, and you can get one for free. So Lisa, congratulations. You've done some great work here. We worked on the logo here together in the forum at Click Millionaires. That looks cute. And then you added these excellent, excellent photos. I think your header alone makes this a site that people are going to want to come back to. So really, seriously, you've done an excellent job there, and I'm very impressed. But what else can we do? Let's see. Well, I think you've got a problem, and I think you know that, which is why you asked for this review. And that is that you've gone a little too far on the blog strategy. Now, a blog is an excellent tool for publicizing things and for posting regular updates. And you followed my advice and you're using TypePad. That's why we've got this little dashboard up here. You should check and make sure that other people don't see this, because I'm signed into TypePad myself. It's showing up on the screen, and that isn't something you're going to want everybody to see. So let's scroll up a little. Okay, that's more the typical view. TypePad is an excellent service. I recommend it over WordPress, kind of a controversial stance. Everybody loves WordPress, but I find TypePad to be a lot easier to use, and even though it's not free like WordPress, the time that you save and having to constantly do updates and patches and things like that on WordPress makes TypePad a better deal for me. I've been using it for years, and I'm really pretty happy with it. So I guess Lisa took my advice, and here she's built her site on TypePad as well and done a nice job of customizing it. The problem is, all you've done, Lisa, is use the blog. You've missed a whole section of functionality in TypePad that can actually mean that TypePad can be used not just as a blog service, but as a general website hosting service. So I'll explain what that means as we go along. The bottom line is that everything you do on this site is organized in these column fashions with post after post, just like a blog. Now that's a fine way to do things, but it's really pretty boring. Even your interior pages look the same way. You've got this one column with nothing much in the right column, and then post after post. So that's pretty boring for a general purpose site. If somebody's looking for a blog, well, that's what they expect, and that's what they'll get, and that's fine, but it shouldn't be your whole website. So my first and easiest piece of advice, Lisa, is you've got tons of great content here. I mean, it looks like you've really done a lot of work. You need to sort of repackage that. Go into TypePad, and instead of using the post button every time, use the page button. Because your posts are all going to show up in order like this, and then it looks like you've organized them by category and stuff. That's fine. But you need some pages. When somebody comes to a website, unless they're expecting a blog, they want a page that has a bunch of different things on it that's kind of a table of contents to entice them into other parts of the website. Here all you've got is blog posts in a row. If people are expecting a daily or weekly update on a blog, on a bored dog topic, that's fine. But I think you need to sell them a little bit first before they want to read your blog every day. So go back into TypePad, take the page button and create a page, BoredDogsHome.html or something like that, and put in there kind of a table of contents that says, hey, over here we've got inside fun, and over here we've got toys, and over here we've got this, and over here we've got that. Kind of a directory that includes a bunch of cool pictures. You've done a great job of creating this banner. You need to apply the same fun visual sense to your homepage. It's a landing page that entices new visitors further in. And by creating a series of pages, you can do that. Look around, say at scottfox.com. I do this myself. Scottfox.com is a homepage that entices people to go a bunch of other places. My blog is still the backbone of the site, but that's not where people start. They start on the homepage in order to then go find the specific answers and solutions that they're looking for in terms of their online marketing questions. For you, each of these suggest to me that they might be a category on your homepage. Inside fun, dog toys, outside fun, silliness, day trips, vacations, so forth. Each of those could be, I'm picturing like, say, a photo. Like maybe this dog is the inside fun dog. And maybe this dog is the outside fun dog. Or even better, a picture of a dog playing with a toy outside. Or this dog being silly. In each of those, kind of think of like a store. Like you come into a shoe store and there'll be a homepage and it'll say sneakers over here, sandals over here, boots here, high heels here. That's kind of what you want to do, and you've kind of done that with this up here, but then the major part of the page is simply blog posts. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to move on. If it doesn't, we'll talk about it more in the clickmillionaires.com forum. I hope that makes sense. Let's get a little more specific here now. Here we're in the inside fun category. Actually, let's go back to the homepage here for a second. Okay, so it looks like there it is. Tons of ideas. Sorry. Okay, so this is the homepage. Tons of ideas for fun things to do with your dog. This copy is probably okay. There's too much for me to read right now. But you want to lead with keywords. Here's the search engine optimization tutorial. If your keyword is bored dogs, then ideally bored dogs should be repeated in your headline, which it's not. It's not in this first sentence. I don't see the phrase bored dogs, at least on a quick review. I don't see it anywhere actually in this whole section. So whether it's bored dogs or dog activities or dog games or dog exercise, whatever it is, that phrase or phrases should be repeated again and again. Not ridiculously so, but they have to be right up front in both the headline and the top paragraph if you want this site to be taken seriously by Google and the other search engines in terms of ranking in the search results for people that search on those terms. You've got to say, if somebody's looking for dog exercises, then this site needs to say dog exercise in a couple key places right off the bat, or Google won't think that's what it's about. So that's easy to rectify. You look like you know how to write. There's plenty of good writing on this site. But work it into the captions here, the headlines and the meta tags and stuff you can't see as well. All that can be set within TypePad. And ask me again in the clickmillionaires.com forum where you're a member. Ask me there for more details if you'd like help. So if we go back to our idea of, say, a section for each of these with an appropriate dog picture, that will automatically lead people to solve their own problems. They went to Google. They said dog toys. Your site ranks because you have a dog toys section. It says there's a picture here of a dog playing with a toy that says dog toys underneath it. That picture should have alt tags that say dog toys. The copy underneath should say dog toys. When you click on it, hey, it should go to a page about dog toys. All of those reinforcement points will help you in search engine optimization. Then do that for each of these categories on your newly designed homepage. This isn't as hard as it sounds. You just need to use the pages instead of the posts in TypePad. Next, let's talk about this column over here. We'll get email updates. That leads me to my big question. What are you trying to do here, Lisa? Are you trying to make money? Because I don't see any monetization strategies. Now, maybe they're buried in here somewhere, but I don't see any ads or anything for sale. If you want to make some money with this site, it should also be on your homepage. So I'm guessing, well, email is a good call to action. Make that bigger. This is very generic. This privacy by safe subscribe, this is constant contact. I don't know how they have conned the whole world into using that. It's such an ad for them. I would get rid of it. Replace this get email updates with a cute dog, maybe with an envelope in his mouth, like this. Doggy's got the mail for you. Right, something like that. And then give them a reason to subscribe. Get free, 10 free dog exercise tips or something, and make that a fun thing. That's an easy one with all the cute dog imagery that you're obviously very good at. This needs to be sexed up. This BoredDogs, this is TypePad's crappy attempt at a social network. Get this out here. Nobody follows anybody on TypePad that I've ever met, and I've been using TypePad for years. Get rid of it. Subscribe to this blog's feed. Okay, maybe, but you could make that language a little more fun. Subscribe to the Doggy Daily News or whatever. Why don't you give your email newsletter a name and inspire people to subscribe? That's a good call to action. Then the other is, if you're going to have ads on here, Well, you got to put some ads in here, my friend. Sign up for Google AdSense right now. Put some ads across here, across the top. Maybe put some here in this column. They're going to compete with your calls to action. But if you want to be making money with the site eventually, you need to build the ads in now, because if you add them later, your regular viewers, they'll get annoyed. They'll get mad that suddenly you're trying to rip them off by putting advertising in. But if you put advertising in today, that's the way it always was, and nobody will complain. Also, if there are products that you're trying to sell, well, those need to be out here too. If they would be one of your sections on your redesigned homepage, but also an ad or two, a big one over in this right column to fill this space up. I'm not advocating using every inch of space. White space is nice. I mean, that's one of the nice things about your site, is there's plenty of white space so your eyes can kind of breathe. But if you're going to make any money, you got to use this real estate in a more commercial way, and putting ads for your products is a good thing to do, I would suggest. Last, I wanted to just talk about the About Me page a bit. This is cute, but I don't know who this dog is. Is this you? It's a cute shot, but if you're going to do an About Me, dogs have always been part of my life. They help keep me balanced. I want a picture of Lisa in here. I'm sorry, or at least your dog, all right? As somebody suggested, I think in the forum, maybe the whole thing could be written in the voice of your dog. If your dog's name is Fluffy, then this site could be owned by Fluffy. You know, if you're allergic to posting your own picture, then use your dog as your personality. The site needs to be owned by someone. Dog lovers are going to come here to participate because they want to be part of, and they like the voice of the person that's running it, or the dog that's running it. So make this a little more personal, and both for you and your dog's point of view, and I think that will help other users enjoy it more also. I also noticed that when I came in on this page, the menu disappeared. So there's no way to get back to the home page. Except way down here, I guess. Okay, there's a little link here that's off the screen, but you need that menu to be consistent on every page. Then these interior pages are fun. These are your different blog posts on the different topics. That makes plenty of sense, but that's not your whole site. On the blog posts themselves, I would look a little more carefully at all this stuff. This favorite thing is a typepad tool that I've never seen anybody use. Reblogging, I don't even know what that is. Delicious actually went out of business, so I would turn this off. Think a little more specifically. I would keep maybe the tweet, the +1, and the like. Those are the big ones these days. The rest of the, maybe dig. The rest I'd get rid of. This is a nice little share this thing. It's actually repeating the functionality of some of these other things. So you don't necessarily need both. If you're trying to really get people to share, then maybe that's okay, but I don't think you really need that. What you're also missing, by the way, is a date on each post and an author. Maybe you left those off deliberately, but you certainly can include those if you want to offer a little more information to people. One of the nice things about your content is that it's evergreen, by which I mean it doesn't need a date. If you can play this game, keep away with your dog today, well, the same dog can be, you can play that same game with dogs 5 years from now. And that's one of the beautiful parts about this site, at least that I applaud you on, is building a site in a niche that is going to have recurring interest that doesn't require tons and tons of updating. So all these, look at all this you've written here, great stuff. Evergreen content, very clever. I also wanted to point out that you've got some videos here, and they're very cute. You can see how interesting that is, right? If I scroll down, blah, 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 blah. Oh, a picture. Wow, what a relief. You need more pictures, you need more videos. You've done a super job on the header, but you need these blog posts. They're very dull. The dog people are going to get bored too, so it's not just going to be bored dogs. If you're not careful, you're going to have bored humans, and that won't build a business for you. So think a little more visually. Sign up with iStock Photo or somebody and get more dog pictures. Ideally, let's actually talk about this in the Click Millionaires forum. You can start a new thread there. Let's talk about what you're going to do to get the audience engaged. One of the nice aspects of what you've got here, you've got tons of content. If you dribble out over time, get people engaging in the comments, I'm sure that you could get people submitting their photos, and even, as we talked a little bit about, submitting their own videos. That would be really great stuff for you and drive more and more traffic as people participate and share their dog updates and pictures with you. Of course, that leads to hopefully more ad clicks and more product sales. So build the product sales and ad clicks in today so you don't piss off those users by adding them later. I hope that's helpful, Lisa. I'm Scott Fox. This has been an expert website review for Lisa, a ClickMillionaires.com member of BoredDogs.com. Love the header, Lisa. Bring that fun, friendly spirit through the rest of this. Bring the visual elements, reorganize a little, and you've got something really nice here. Very nice work. I hope that we can help you some more. I'll see you in the ClickMillionaires.com forum real soon. And hey, if you're watching this video later on YouTube or you've discovered my videos somewhere else, then I'm happy to help you too. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think I missed here? What else can Lisa benefit from? What would you be doing if you were in her place? That kind of feedback is great for everybody. You can post those comments on YouTube, on my blog at scottfox.com, or of course, come on over to clickmillionaires.com, join us, and participate in the forum discussion about this website and the many other websites that I've reviewed. If you'd like to order a review like this for yourself, please visit expertwebsitereviews.com, and I'll be happy to do one for you too. Thanks for watching. I'm Scott Fox. I'll see you online again real soon. Let's get out there. Make it happen.